Abusia Gifted Media, subscribe to your YouTube channel and like your Facebook page, Now, Abusia Hopeson Adorye was here now this time round, or the Agyapadie book, Abura Ken or Agyapong, the media stations in the back when you walk and come more. Now, Abusia and some baby no na Hopeson, Edia to just send that damn Nimuno, Hopeson Eboho, Emma, woman say, a year honorable Ken Agyapong, a Shisha, Agyapadie book, no, a woman say, ye be, touching it, at watching. Now, proud to 2020 elections, and I would about to a say, Ken Agyapong, you'll be or ben grassroots ni pa. I face so no vigilante groups are hold on, Sabrina, or data force in the account. A bra, one more bank Ken Agyapong in case you have problem, Cranwa, Ken Agyapong, and a resolve on BBA at the moment. It's a proud to 2020 election, or be here, it's one money that from Enfamano or Frita, or money that from Edemano, Cosi say NPP area near Ban. It is a share Agyapadie book, na chronomua, na a sign cassette, one more adopted strategy on the fashion of what they are bringing it down. It's a ho and our car say, and unti almost say be Brenoa, Coco radio stations, a car say, a year can or Henry Agyapong one, and the cum ameswally. It's a planner, never Agyapadie book room, say young cotton, and some farmer a year for more minority, now or more emrabont, Nanko, Munya, Nanko, or more prosecute a year can or Henry Agyapong. Now, Udim say a back in Agyapong, the bottom, a mere deep pie, to win some more, and what a year book room now. Woman, shame one in answer so about a bay Juma, a Guswa, kwa enti adia ba kwa Hopeson adia ba betu edwani se wono ebeye uru Alan Kyerematen eba na obewin president of the Republic of Ghana in 2024 na je adia ba kwa ewompa wo mode onimu ani behwe so no moaye eni se wo mo be probi into this Agyapadie book wo mehwehwem se na Agyapadie book no mu nsam esitie na niema ewomu nyina no omo adie na wo kan so se expert ewo ho a wo mo ahwehwem na omo ahwe the originality of Agyapadie book no ti abusia yenko na yenkoti Hopeson wabra obo edi wura mu e wo Ken Agyapong onu ankasa na radio station ya na woni omo edin na yebrase ya subscribe to YouTube channel and like Facebook
memma wo boss the owner of this station memma asema ya kafa no ho na kese me bo ana se enye adwuma ana se eyi
kredi Agyapadie book
ke wo de ma me nko wo boss de no so
Ken Agyapong
wo de tie me kafa Ken Agyapong wa mo fi se eyi ade ati kromasi ho in this book they have 332 galamsey companies wo mu gumo mu yadu ko deep forest wo be ko galamsey e koso wo hodom e dani na be no wo ka say
when I say president kwaso the presidency be to online if they try to do galamsey
eje wajimaye wo fi say look be say nkrofo bi ho mo akọ school o mo nyankopon ayo mo adom o mo akọ school o mo aben wo di agro o mo be bi ti osisi a
ahun so bi Ken Agyapong bi wo
Ken Agyapong
yes
ti eni o mo ka fa no
yes
Ken Agyapong
yes
a very good as the party must as a matter of need and a possibility defend him going into 2020 election way back in 2018
okay
at year 2020 elections he has the utmost control over our action troopers so him say Ken grassroots
yes omuti Delta Force the visible force about on a command
and all the former criminal elements who are purposed for the final push in addition to his deep pockets his financing of grassroots affirms our dire need of him at all costs in 2020 election before 2020 once and na ye kotokoto Ken Agyapong was say omu hiano at all costs because one no ka say move na boys no move o ka say sit no mo sit etino bibi omu beye bia omu di benya Ken Agyapong for 2020 elections omu ebeya ma no
yes
o wie no mo say obra de fool tie while conceding his magnanimity towards the base his trenchant for being a loose cannon in attacking person who should be left alone is sometimes worrying. As a result, he must eventually be weighed off as our project reaps dividend. Me say
dividend.
Me say bugwe ye be chiruma magana fo nyinate.
Project no do dividend.
So we secure second term we are dividend number. It is that term no you pushing out.
Then you become irrelevant in the party.
To need less and less of his funding. That term no afa kan di sika bo wan fa sika mo ye mfa ho.
Irrelevant.
His self-confessed unbreaking quest for personal wealth is a potential threat to causing us to suffer needless exposure. It is important for a dossier, to be prepared on him and deliberately leak through our friends in opposition who will call for his prosecution. Ken Opoku is to revise the 2016 plan and progress to his dossier for this purpose, but should be far filed under any official seal.
So after all the sacrifice this man has sacrificed for the party.
Yeah, well, from her party for me to me quadratic to secretary the Japan de kum ameswali. Won't ye?
Ah, so Mate.
Won't ye?
Mate.
And what you want them say, book where you fake. Now what you want them say wujedi. Was he unprepared those here? Ye leaky and farmer opposition for. It should not come under any seal. This book is under a seal. A family be seal and a dasono. But you know, prepared your opposition for no more call for Kennedy Japan in prosecution. Should not be any seal.
After all the commitment and everything.
After all the commitment.
Dedication.
Some people and trapo MPP for Komuko and trapo president in Yadi. Kennedy China ho a fighting no. What you want them say a fish. Ace.
Because it's rubbish.
Mami Mao. Banks no. Why are mobile fast or mobile railroad?
Yes.
Or more classified into three. Your mother, your biological children.
Yes.
And your adopted children.
Yes.
More than a Bank of Ghana. What they are terminating.
Young Ecobank.
Yeah, call Ecobank one. No, under adopted children. Ecobank tea. Ninja Muno say, one more and conquer pese, one more control and as a bibisa.
Okay.
But one more promo forward board now a basse, one more disikabi but for more personal businesses are Netimafa.
Okay. Meeting fancy.
What's it? We have two routes of entry into this institution.
Yes.
First is through Senate, which has a seat on board of Ecobank Ghana by virtue of its shareholding. The seat is occupied by Director General of Senate. In phase 2 of our agenda.
Yes, in phase 2.
In phase 2 of our agenda. Sabugwe revision we no 2018.
Yes.
In phase 2 of our agenda, Kofi Bosompem Osafumafo, who is a Deputy Director General of Senate, should be made the Director General to give him the seat on the Ecobank Ghana board. And then me no can say, who is the Director General of Senate?
Wait a minute, wait dear.
Look, take your time, analyze it. It is a NDC for a natural sabuku way, and now Abayi implemented ya. And me say this book, Alan Kyerematen, there should be a forensic audit to get the source of this book.
Just what can you book?
I'm a expert. Baby free. Yet you want to say a fiction.
I say imagination a dream.
Hey, the last one. The last one. With them who say the last one.
Yes.
Under oil and gas.
Page 10 last one.
Under you can say Wofi capital market one. Under insurance. The next page. The next page. Mining, oil and gas industries. Baby Kranan can about the electricity. But the uncle has said, what say our mining as well as oil and gas strategies constitute a major plank of our blueprint for controlling the extraction of natural resources, which God has generously bestowed on Ghana, particularly the Achem land. The next, was it to this end? Okay, my member has said, growing environmental factors are rendering risky.
Yes.
Our use of illegal small-scale mining, Galamsey, as a source of financing our political objectives. There is therefore a need to roll out a more rigorous legal means of controlling significant stake in the legal good value chain. Let's just say, what can I say? Send you know, Wabukas are more dependent on Galamsey Nunkwa, and maybe Beba, Ebe Hadnity, or Mumpe Ligai. And was it to this end, a cursory look at the proof concession should be looked at. Asante Bedietro is to lead the process to take over these concessions detail below and consolidate them into the standard Agyapa LLC Incorporated. Agyapa LLC. Eco Parliament and Anko Parliament.
Hey. Hopes watch my being CBB.
Strangle. Hey, Agyapa LLC. Look, last I called this one, Honorable Adongo.
Yes.
Then person me find out.
Yes.
And the briefings, the Maya. Was a minority work up.
Yes,
that time, majority, they had the numbers to pass it.
Yes.
But today they see us so senior the Adenum. President Babonte said, Omquako revision.
Yes.
Nafe, Asaba back palace. What kind of question? Tabu Kunti. Mopabomi Rapa 2. Tabu Kuntia. Kabaya said, royalties in almost on Babette. A chunk of it will be diverted into account or matro war account.
I'm a war fund.
War fund. War fund. We are diverting. Look,
What
this
fund
country,
no?
hey, Ghana DBA, sorry. We need to fight this.
Really?
All Ghanaians are entitled to our natural resources. When you jam Bushanko back, who can we say, Obi Obeja Nunko examine head? Excuse me. And your power and Gabimugra will work free. We say, Unkofa, I don't was in a shisho mumu. Musidia, they should stop it. Abushanfo, to end this, your best re. Mumayan Fatumino, Emma Alanko.
This is our production team. No crack catch. Say they are making arrangements. What about part?
I said, me part 2. Yeah, part 3 crack.
But who's one of your machine?
We see
after all the sacrifice by Kedia.
I don't say I will force you. Why you get it? Print it. The band they say. The fat pen kita. What dia what kind now was insane. What kind now was insane here. Who we are? Shall go through beam. Yes, you fan fast anti-form. Young for being free no from that. I see an here.
I see.
Ken Agyapong 2020 year. Young chrono. That one why you are your body galaway. Young dosia. I see an assay. But your Montana. That ye mabe train aba. She and I say, ya transi. I'm a side way as you organ.
Listen.
Ya beda munyina say na ne be kanyina ne say yewura Alan Kyerematen and na Fafranto movement. We are coming to stand in and make sure say some of these things enkoso. Na be kan wa han ne say sabu di tumi e sha Alan Kyerematen ensa nkofo be kojelu okrom ha no. Nkofo be kojelu okrom ha. Na me say part 2 no metro why ye park court
Supreme Court
baby a court no yina. Wo de metro why
Hopeson